So, this is Kisu 102 and this is Cafe Rouge, the last chapter. Or so I know. That guy's Chris, right? Yeah! Yeah! Oh my god, is Chris the murderer? Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be so kidding me. I'm gonna kill myself. Let's play the grand finale. I raced down the street as fast as I could. The thread index in my cell weighing down in my pocket heavily. All I could think about was whether or not the killer left him safe and untouched. Please, I prayed. Let him be alright. Please. Oh my god, I gotta go? If I gotta go, Valen's already dead. Valen's gonna be so dead when I get there. Like, super dead. He's even gonna have worms in his body. Yeah, he's really gonna be dead. I can imagine Isis running all the streets like crazy, not finding the way to the cafe, while running like the world is gonna end, because it is gonna end for her. Oh, there. Oh god, that was creepy. The door was left ajar. Reaching to the scarlet door, I'm trembling in terror. Sorry. Hello? My voice was barely a whisper. The cafe lobby was strangely dark and cold, and I had a bad feeling about how many here so completely vulnerable. Panic rushed through me as I realized another mistake. What if he wasn't even here? What if this all was a trick for the murderer to leave me here alone? Oh, no. I had to... Hello, Isis. My god. A shimmer of metal flashed before my eyes and suddenly my neck slipped open. What? Warm liquid cascaded down my body, and in the last second of consciousness, I realized it was blood. The floor met my face as I greeted the pool of red, and the lights went out in my mind. Well, you remember how I said that I was not going to get killed, even if the game told me to like get killed? Yeah, you remember that, right? Yeah. I'm gonna replay all over this game. It's gonna be so much fun. So this happened. Yeah, I tried and tried again and tried again. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm just gonna cheat. Yeah, I'm definitely cheating. I searched for the guide, and I copied the code that they say this was the good ending, and I'm gonna plug it in here. Because this is gonna be crazy. I've been sitting here like for 5 hours already, more maybe, I don't even know. I've been skipping all the dialogue again and again and again and again and again. I'm gonna come crazy. I just, please, I just don't want her to die. I just want a happy ending when everyone can be together, and Valen and Valen. I even get Antoine. That's the thing. That's the thing. I hate Antoine so much. So I'm just gonna plug what I found on the internet It says it's Scheme 91. Yeah, let's go. That's different. I wandered my way into the dining hall. As stealthy as I could, my steps still echoed throughout. It was disturbing. Something wasn't right. Where was Valen? Why wasn't anybody here? Could it be I was alone? It was rather dark, so I couldn't see too clearly. No. If I was alone, then that must mean... Hello, Isis? Oh my god. A swift hand covered my mouth, grasping in my muffled scream. I struggled, but his arms were too strong. It was a small figure, probably not much taller than I. In my panic, I kicked him. He grunted and slapped my head down against the table. Ouch. I must admit, you're pretty fisty, kiddo. That voice. My eyes darted into shock. It couldn't be. I knew it. Chris? God. Finally caught on, haven't you, kiddo? But why? Why? He yanked on my hair roughly, turning my face so I'd look up at him while he still holding me down. Chris smiled down at me with an undertone of cruelty. I'm just doing my job. Fortunately for you, I won't be killing you just yet. There's bigger fish for me to fry, and you're the perfect bait. His hand grasped my arm tightly as he pulled out my cell. Flipping it open, he suddenly pressed call. Oh no, please no. Please let him answer. Hello, Valentino. No, this is not Isis. Who am I? Why did you come see for yourself? Unless you want her to get hurt. Chris slapped me harshly across the face. So when did you come down to Cafe Road right now? Alone. We're waiting. Chris flipped my phone shut and threw it to the tile floor. Then he crushed it to bits. Please, please, don't do this, Chris. You're a good person. You've been so nice. Suddenly he laughed, pinching my cheeks quite harshly. You know, that's what I like about you, kiddo. You're so naively cute. Such an average little girl caught between the war of two vampire wolves, and so satisfying to crush. He twisted my elbows opposite my shoulder bone, and I yelled in pain. Please stop! Rather stupid for you to involve yourself with vampires, don't you think? Not that it matters now. It's far too late for you. Once your little boyfriend comes waltzing in, I promise you it'll be over quickly. Ah. God. It looks like he's arrived. Dread passed through me as I heard the first steps echoing from the lobby. Isis, where are you? No. Oh, no. Please don't let him walk in here. I struck my chest as I saw him. Small figure with auburn red hair and naturally violet eyes. No! Isis? Or washed over his face. He took a step forward just as Chris spoke. I wouldn't move if I were you, boy. You see... Chris yanked my hair, twisting my head up uncomfortably. I couldn't help but whimper at the pain. My mouth went cold as he watched me. Don't touch her. I won't touch her. Out from his pocket, Chris pulled out a pistol, pressing it firmly against my head. I paled in horror. You have two options, boy. Keep yourself quietly and she leaps, or watch as I parse her brains out of the bloody table. I breathed in raised breaths, watching him. Valen's eyes darted back and forth between me and Chris, contemplating what to do, how to save us both from this inevitable nightmare. As much as I don't want to die, Go away, Paul. Don't be stupid. I shook my head desperately. Please no. Will you let her go? No, Valen, come on, Valen, come on. Chris cocked his pistol. Raising his arm, he aimed for Valen's head. With a momentary lapse of judgment, Chris let go of me. This was my chance. Oh my god. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. In the position I am, it's gotta be difficult to kick Chris. I am on my knees, I think. That's how I imagine myself. Biting him. Oh my god, I will do one of myself. I'm gonna search for it. Okay, so it was biting Chris. It was the only thing I could think of. Latching myself to his free hand, I bowed down on Chris' skin hard. Chris dropped his gun and suddenly crined back, distracted by pain. With no time to lose, I ran towards Paul. We gotta get out of here. Together we ran out the dining hall. Oh god, don't get... You make me look for so much things. I'm gonna cry. Go into the kitchen! Actually, it makes sense because there are weapons there. I pulled him into the kitchen. Come on, let's hide behind the counters. The kitchen's big enough to give us some time. We dug ourselves under, wary of when Chris will come in. Well, you gotta tell me right now, why does Chris want to kill you? And me. I'm not sure, but... He called, face pulling wide. I think it's a red blood. Red blood? These very bad people called red bloods have been after your life since you were born. Says Mrs. Michaels. But then, Bal, where were you all day? I called you all night, but the line was cut off. So, you did? Bal fumbled into his pockets and pulled out his elf. There was almost no battery left. God, Bal, you freaked me out all night. I wasn't worried. His cheeks flushed pink. This is not the time. Yeah, really, it's not the time. You were? Just something suddenly came to my mind. Bal, hide in the kitchen cabinets. Go now. He stared at me bewildered. Then his eyes narrowed, watching the kitchen door. You go hide. I'll stay out here. Bal, please. I know this place better than you do. I'll find a way to. I don't know. Just hide. Bet you can outrun him, and neither can you. Looking at the counters, I saw a glint of silver. A knife. Oh my god, Chris, I am so clean right now. I am gonna take that fucking knife. A what? 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 That's why I get bad results. That's exactly the reason that I didn't get descending. These games taught me a lesson of life. But please listen to me, hide yourself in the cabinets. I know this place more than you do, and you'll have a better chance of running when he... Bigger now, are we? We both went cold. Turning around, we met face to face with the gun's muzzle. Chris aimed for Valen. Goodbye. No! Jumping in front of him, everything went by in a flash. Valen's face. Chris' fingers pulls the trigger just as I dove my body between Valen's and the gun. That must have hurt. In the split seconds of my last sight, I suddenly screaming at the searing pain on my upper left shoulder. The familiar stench of rust and rust seeped out from my sweater. No, from me. Isis! I collapsed, more distracted by the shock of the bullet than the pain. It was like my shoulder suddenly exploded from an army grenade. The tears slicked down my face out of control. It hurt like hell. Valen wrapped his arms around me protectively. This is not the time, Valen. We need to run. How sweet. Two young lovers caught up in the world of warring vampires. A pity your story stopped here. At least you'll both die in each other's arms. Wouldn't that be romantic? Chris cocked his gun up in your face. Now, the line of blue bloods finally ends. It was all over. We closed our eyes, waiting for the end. He pulled the trigger. Yeah, that's what I'm asking myself too. How could you run out of ammo? That's stupid. That's super stupid. Uh, what? What? Alright. Alright. I'll take it. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. I couldn't believe our luck. Kick him! Valen shoved Chris aside and suddenly tugged my arm. He pulled me up despite my modest protest. Come on! We made our way to the back stairwell. Everything was completely enveloped in black. Can you still move? Yeah, I think so. The beam was ebbing away much faster than anticipated. It was like my body was healing itself much quicker than a normal person's would. Thank God for my miraculously good genes. Vampires. This is all my fault. Though I couldn't see, I could almost feel the tears slicking down his cheeks. Yeah, because he was so stupid. And then he tugged in my heartstrings, hearing him cry. Valen was so scared and frightened. My Valen. I wanted to comfort him. Oh, Bal, it's okay. It's not your... I froze. Footsteps. Not our own. Quickly, I shoved Valen inside the closet. He fell backwards, surprised. I pushed the tiny hatch down, letting him inside. Isis? Leaving him, I made my way up to the stairwell. Chris' footsteps followed behind. He's following me. That's awesome. Let's kill him. Please. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Then I pulled in and out the door. There was nothing I could do but watch in terror. You know, you're really getting on my nerves, kiddo. And that rarely ever happens. Then I've started in and out to the hardwood, chipping the door into bits and pieces. You can't stop this right now, Chris. You have to do this. Think of all the people you'll be hurting, all the vampires you're harming. Have mercy on your own grace. Laughter was the only reply I heard on the other side. Chris continued to stop the door, jabbing the knife in and out. Your naivete astounds me sometimes. Honestly, I would have thought you learned by now. The end justifies all means for vampires. And that includes killing our own brothers and sisters. Chills ran down through my spine. I couldn't conceive the amount of evil he stated in that one sentence. We are vampires. We are cruel beasts and monsters of the human race. We may look like humans. We may speak and eat like humans. But we are far from human. Tragedy follows us from cradle to coffin. And whether we like it or not, we are forced to bring doom to the others as well as ourselves. Half of the wood chipped away, and I could see his face through the door. To afford mercy or morality of any kind means death. Those who can't accept this destiny of sin cannot survive. They hang on to a piece of humanity that doesn't exist, which in turn will kill them. His hands rode through the door, unlocking the knob lock. And I chose to live. My mind raced to figure out a way to escape. Chris will come in a few seconds. I had half a second to spare, but I was trapped, and the only way was the door. My eyes darted on the window. No worries, kiddo. It'll be quick and painless. I unlocked the pane, swinging open the window. No, it was too high for anyone to climb down. They will surely fall. Chris kicked open the splintered door. I ducked behind the desk, hiding. Chris, lying the patient, went to the window first. Jason's here, kiddo. Running is useless now. He marched to the open window, looking outside. I crawled out and emerged from behind the desk. I won't die. Bolting up from the floor, I lunged forward. The force of my hands knocked him through the open air and he fell through. Gravity did the rest, pulling his body down to earth. For a split of a second, our eyes met. The surprise was clear on his face as he realized I'd bet him on his own game. Chris' body met the pavement with a sickening crack. I covered my eyes, despairing what I could do from the sight instead. The knife sank clean through his chest, while his eyes were glanced over in fixed shock. Yeah. You won, Isis. You won. I clutched my bleeding shoulder, trying not to faint from the disgusting scent of my own blood. It was hard not to fall, climbing down the staircase. Isis, let me out! His arms banged against the closed door frantic. In my daze, I stumbled toward him. My fingers fumbled open the door and Valen climbed out. Why did you leave me here? I could have handled... Isis, are you okay? I nodded my head. My vision was getting blurry. I think so. Valen caught me in his arms as I fainted. Everything went black. It was very warm. Everything felt very soft around me. The light blinded me as I strained open my eyes. My flesh froze. Valen's sleeping face was inches away from mine. His fingers wrapped around my hand, holding me while I lay on the white sofa. Darling, you're finally awake. I looked up. It was Mrs. Michaels. Mrs. Michaels, what? Shh, don't move, my dear. You hurt yourself. Her hand pressed down gently on my shoulder. It was covered in gauze, wrapped around my entire upper body. The bullet? The doctors pulled it out. She smiled, brushing my hair. My eyes glanced around the room, then I finally bagged Valen. He was fast asleep. What happened? I found what happened in the middle of the rush hour to the cafe. There wasn't time to call an ambulance. So I called my personal surgeon, Dr. Coppelius, to help you. I see. You look so peaceful. I'll leave you to be. Then get some sleep, dearie. You need it. She pinched my cheeks as she got up and left. We were alone. Paul? He whispered into his ear. Bold young, waking. Isis? Hey, sleepyhead. Laid my fist over him for a kiss. Both flushed, giving a peck. I'm sorry. For what? Everything. It's your fault. It's not. He sighed, frustrated. Valen avoided my eyes, disappointed in his own personal dilemma. I wish it wasn't a kid. I want to protect you, but I couldn't. All I ever do is depend on my mom, and all be done when he sleeps. Wish I was a man. I love you as you are now. Yeah, yeah, man, don't do this. Don't do this to yourself. His eyes met mine. Smiling, I reached out for a stroke of his face. I know it feels like we're just a couple of stupid kids, but with how it's real, you know? And in time we'll both grow. I clutched his hand in mine. Whatever comes our way, we'll get through it together. Just like we did tonight. Because we have each other. As he spelled that final sentence, I felt an inner force born into my soul for to meet permanently with him. Yes, there will be many hardships in the future for us both, just like tonight. But we had each other. And that's all that matters. Everything changed. Mrs. Michaels explained everything to me, how for the rest of my life this Red Blues would chase after me. I was a family now, balanced family, and I was a blue blood. The reason alone will pin me on the wanted list for Red Bloods. But despite that, I was happy. Hello, welcome to Cafe Rouge. The police closed the case convicting Chris as a murderer. A rolling out line found the justice center served, and the cafe returned back to normal. Valen would follow in his mother's footsteps and take over as the head of Blue Bloods, the good vampires. Yeah, I have my doubts there. And he and I would, of course, marry someday, once we graduate high school. It was as if this was all according to plan. So, who am I? I don't know. I'm not really good at introductions. 16 years old in high school, I'm pretty much an average American teen, with a few exceptions. For one, I have a part-time job at this cafe. It's an interesting place, with a big secret. During the day, it is your normal quaint cafe and bakery. When night takes over, it is transformed into a 5-star restaurant and theater cafe, with first-class customers coming in the middle of the night. As a second, I was hopelessly in love with a vampire. Oh, text from Bob? I flip over myself. Still some cupcakes for me, KK. I giggle. Oh, Bob. He's such a kid.